Hi, welcome to Your Great Journey. We offer brief tips, techniques, and insights to help you move in positive directions and master big change. For more information, please visit yourgreatjourney.com.
Your Great Journey is brought to you by audiobook publisher Wetware Media. Wetware Media publishes a wide variety of personal transformation audiobooks available from any major online audiobook retailer. For more information, please visit wetwaremedia.com. That's WETWAREMEDIA.com.
Today we are sharing an excerpt from the audiobook Rewire Your Anxious Brain: How to Use the Neuroscience of Fear to End Anxiety, Panic, and Worry. Written by clinical psychologist Dr. Pittman and researcher Elizabeth Karle. This audiobook presents a greater understanding of how anxiety is created in the brain, along with empowering, proven effective techniques to overcome it. You will learn to literally rewire the brain processes that lie at the root of your fears. This episode will help you learn how to calm a panic attack. You will learn about the two neurological sources of panic attacks, the amygdala and the cortex. While they are connected, each requires a different approach in order to identify the origins and manage the symptoms of panic to put you back in control of your life.
Helping your amygdala get past panic. You may wonder what the best way to cope with a panic attack is. If you're suddenly in the midst of a panic attack, there are 3 amygdala-based coping strategies that will work to calm you down: deep breathing, muscle relaxation, and exercise. They can't immediately shut down all of the activation that's been created in your body, but they will reduce your discomfort and shorten the duration of the panic attack. Deep breathing. One of the best things to do when you're having a panic attack is to breathe slowly. Some of the symptoms of panic attacks, such as tingling or dizziness, are directly related to hyperventilation or breathing too quickly. Taking slow, full, deep breaths that extend your chest and diaphragm outward is a good start. The diaphragm is a muscle that extends across the torso beneath the lungs. Slow breathing has been shown to decrease activation in the amygdala. We'll discuss breathing techniques in more detail in Chapter 6. Muscle relaxation. The amygdala is responsive to muscle tension, and tight muscles seem to increase amygdala activation. Learning and diligently practicing muscle relaxation techniques will help you both shorten panic attacks and make them less likely. We'll also discuss muscle relaxation techniques in more detail in Chapter 6. Exercise. We encourage you to pace or exercise during a panic attack. This will burn off the excess adrenaline that's in your system and should help shorten the panic attack. Remember, your body is prepared to fight or flee, so physical exertion is exactly what your body is ready to do. In Chapter 9, we'll discuss the benefits of exercise in more detail. One final and extremely important point. When you feel panicky, it's important to resist the strong urge to flee the situation. While it's an extremely frightening and unpleasant experience, a panic attack won't physically hurt you. In fact, the sensations you're experiencing are signs of a healthy, reactive body. Escaping the situation may make you feel better in the short term, but in the long run, it will reinforce the power of panic attacks and make them more difficult to overcome. If possible, try to relax, breathe deeply, and remain in the situation. While that's definitely easier said than done, it's essential to gaining some control over your amygdala, since the amygdala learns from experience. If you leave the situation, your amygdala will learn to escape the situation rather than learning that the situation is safe. This point can't be overemphasized, and we'll return to it in Chapter 8. Helping your cortex get past panic. Your cortex can't directly create a panic attack. It takes the amygdala and other brain structures to set the process in motion. But the cortex can definitely create the conditions for a panic attack or worsen a panic attack once it occurs. Sometimes the thoughts that people are having in their cortex put them more at risk for the amygdala to produce or worsen a panic attack. Therefore, the following cortex-based coping strategies may be helpful, especially before a panic attack really sets in. Remember that it's only a feeling, albeit a very intense one. When the fight, flight, or freeze response is activated and you experience physical symptoms, the cortex's interpretation of those symptoms may cause anxiety to spiral out of control. If you think the symptoms mean you're having a heart attack, are going to lose control of yourself, or are going crazy, this will only worsen the panic attack. Recognizing that you're experiencing a panic attack and nothing more, and not buying into the cortex's misinterpretation of your amygdala-based symptoms will help you recover more quickly. Don't focus on panic attacks. One of the best ways to avoid having a panic attack is to stop worrying about panic attacks. Being preoccupied with panicking and constantly anticipating whether or when or where a panic attack may occur makes another panic attack more likely. Therefore, it's essential to keep your cortex from devoting too much thought to panicking or even the symptoms of panicking. When you're anxious, focusing on a bodily sensation like sweating palms or a thumping heart may lead to further anxiety-provoking thoughts that can build into a panic attack. Distract yourself. Distraction is another cortex-based tool to use against a panic attack. Because the cortex can make a panic attack worse by focusing on symptoms, try to think about something, anything, other than panicking. In Chapter 11, we'll provide more guidance on using distraction. Let go of concerns about what others are thinking. People who have panic attacks often believe that everyone is looking at them or that they'll somehow embarrass themselves. If you feel symptoms of panic, try not to let your cortex guess what other people may be thinking. Other people probably won't be aware of what you're experiencing or won't care. Worrying about what other people think only creates additional stress when you're already having one of the most uncomfortable stress reactions possible. Although the preceding tips may be helpful for preventing panic attacks, the efficacy of cortex-based approaches is limited once a true panic attack begins. In a full-blown panic attack, you're likely to be too anxious to think clearly because the amygdala is taking charge and shutting out the influence of your cortex. At such times, the only solution is to breathe slowly, try to relax, and distract yourself as you wait for the attack to pass. The good news is, it always passes. If others are present, the best way for them to help is to remind you to breathe deeply and relax your muscles, which will be naturally tensing and tightening as your adrenaline surges. If someone can help you use relaxation strategies, you'll probably be surprised at how much more quickly your level of panic decreases. Under no circumstances should you listen to people who tell you that it's all in your head or you should just get over it. Panic attacks are caused by an overreaction of the amygdala. They're a biological reality, and you can't reason yourself out of them using your cortex. Once the central nucleus initiates a panic attack, you need to use the coping strategies mentioned in this chapter, which we'll discuss in greater depth in Chapters 6 and 9. They will help you get through the panic attack. It may be an extremely uncomfortable experience, but remember, you aren't in danger and the panic isn't actually causing you any harm.
Thanks for listening to this excerpt from the audiobook, Rewire Your Anxious Brain. You can purchase the complete audiobook from any major online audiobook retailer. For more information, please join us at yourgreatjourney.com. Thanks for tuning in.
Your Great Journey is brought to you by audiobook publisher Wetware Media. Wetware Media publishes a wide variety of personal transformation audiobooks available from any major online audiobook retailer. For more information, please visit wetwaremedia.com That's WETWAREMEDIA.com.